Okay, so this is a session, and we're gonna work on Mr. G. He has memory issues. Basically, he can watch a movie and an hour later he will not remember anything he watched, or like a few things, but like not really. Unless he watches the movie again, then he might remember, like, oh, I've seen this movie. Also, he can look at the family pictures and feel like like who's that person in the picture, like not sort of recognize himself or the family or different things.
Yeah.
So that being said, memory issues, and as I'm reading the text, the first thing that pops out is basically him being captured in some sort of like a little cell or something, and he's being constantly tortured, and like his mind is being wiped and stuff. So basically he has memory issues, and that's what we're gonna focus on.
Okay. Good deal. Let's do that.
So I'm just gonna dive in, see what I find, and like as I go, I'll describe what I see, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll guide you.
Right. Yeah, right now I'm on a spaceship or some sort of structure out in space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing the person that, like Mr. G, the person we're working on, like he's captured. You can even say like he's on a platform. It's not a usual pod where people have the liquid inside, but it's like standing on some sort of like a little structure.
Or like a little stage or a platform of some sort.
Yeah, and like the inside, like there's the outline of like like a little wall or something of the platform, and the inside like has a different color, and it's sort of shining like in a blue light, sort of not too bright, but like you can see the blue color there. And he's standing on a platform like in the middle, and basically can't move or do anything. So I'm just gonna see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, he has something connected to his brain. Like something can access his memories and every single thought. Like whatever's going on in your mind, like people can have a chatter or something. So there's another like a computer, or some program accessing one's mind and everything, all their memories, all their thoughts, feelings, states, just like having everything like on the hand and stuff. It's like overload of memories instead of like maybe even wiping the memories. It's like loading up and way too much, and a lot of them are like fake memories. Like the program is writing down like lifetimes of his, but these are like alternate lifetimes and the fake ones that actually he did not live yet, but it feels as if he did live. And we have quite a lot of point of views in the multiverse right now living their own life, but it's like he has access to all of them, and like every single life is sort of like constantly sort of like being like pushed before his eyes and stuff.
It's like putting a projector screen on the wall and you see a movie, but then there's another projector screen and another one, and then they're all projecting on the screen at once.
Yeah.
And so by the end of it, you're not seeing anything at all. If you got 1,000, 100 of them, or 1,000 of them on the
Pretty
screen,
much. It seems like like whatever he's focusing on, it can be whatever kind of memories or whatever focus in life. But wherever your focus goes, specifically for Mr. G, this is where they have those lives directed. You focus on your family, and your family will have another like overlay of different lives. So it's as if like you're living lots of different lives, but it's just like so many that you're like, it's like not wanting to look at it anymore. Like part of you, Mr. G, can look at all lives and confront it, but it's like so much that you like that's enough. You have to shut it all off. Sort of like you don't want to look at it, you don't want to remember anything, and you're just like basically shutting it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like he could remember if he sees one thing in his memory, a memory recall. It'll just all of a sudden trigger all the other similar memories all at once, and it's just so intense, too much that it turns it all off.
Yeah.
So there's some agreement from him, that's the way the bad boys set us up. They get us to agree to do certain things certain ways, and if they can get us to agree to not remember, even better than them just making us not remember.
Yeah.
Kind of like that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. Okay.
Much. It seems like right in front of him, there's like a duplicated body of his. It's like a clone or whatever, and the original one, like for Mr. G, whatever he's experiencing right now and going through, and like making those agreements where he does not want to look at those lives or remember any of them, or like different kind of things. But it's like having a strong decision about like I don't want it anymore. I don't want to see all this. I don't want to hear it or whatever. So that strong decision of what his life should be like is basically reflecting on another body, like a copy of his.
Should be in a good way? The way it should be in a good way, or the way what?
This is like like the projection to the second body is like what he wants to have,
Yeah.
and that is like being clear of all those memories, not remembering any of those lives,
Oh,
not
I
having
see.
to confront it, not having to feel it, and different things that his original body is going through.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of triggers, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, and he's looking for an escape, and that like strong intention for what it should be like. And in the best case scenario, like when you're tortured, you're gonna be fine with just let me out of the cage, just stop beating me, and I can stay here wherever, but just like stop beating me. So like different kind of agreements where it's not good, it's not gonna serve him, but it's gonna be sort of like a not as harsh as it is right now, and on his own will, like he's okay with that. So that projection to the second body is what's sort of manifesting in this like current life on Earth.
So he's over there. He has a body here, but he has a body over there. Then he has a second body over there. So there's like we're talking about 3 different bodies.
Yes and no. Like the body that's like currently here on Earth. Yeah, it's not necessarily his exact body out there, but basically it's like different kind of form of him. It can be just like sort of an energetic body, different kind of like sort of feelings to it, and the results are basically projected to here on Earth. Life on Earth is like where you get all the results.
Oh, okay.
So part of him is being tortured, and then all the projections of what his life should be like are projected to the second body. Is gonna project everything to the life on Earth.
So you've got like 3.
Yeah, the middle one is like a filter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we're talking about 3 different things here, not 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting it.
It seems like that body is like more like interdimensional. It can travel from one place to another just by intent, like just like conscious shift, except like with the whole body. It's not the physical; it's more like an energetic or astral, so to speak.
We just call it second body for now.
Yeah, second body is good.
His second body, yeah.
Yeah. And the body is like trapped. It's trapped on the platform. It cannot move. It cannot make a single thing. So like, just by being stuck, he is developing beliefs that he can't move. He's helpless, he's powerless, he can't do anything. Whatever he does is not gonna work because like he's trying lots of different methods just to escape, but nothing works. And trying things too many times and failing at it, like starts creating beliefs that like like no matter what he does, he is like nothing's gonna get better. There is no escape. He's stuck here forever. And there's that like I think like very strong sensation of like like being stuck and grounded. It's like again like one of the things that prevents people from getting out or traveling freely is like they're stuck, and there's very strong belief like you can't go anywhere from here, like I'll be here forever sort of thing.
Yeah, and those beliefs and stuff that he's getting over there because of the harsh conditions, it's bleeding through. Those beliefs are bleeding through to his physical experience.
Yeah, it's more like that filter state, like. Or like the second body and the filter body is what am I gonna call the other one? It's like they're connected to the one on Earth, and whatever they're going through, like like the final decisions and beliefs and different things will reach out to the physical one. Right now, I'm trying to track who this ship belongs to, or like this place, like like who's the owner, who did this, and all that.
Yeah, okay, I'll guide you.
Seems like he got targeted by the AI, and more specifically, just before his second body got on the structure, like wherever he's like being like tortured right now. Before that, he got into one of those implant stations. So before that, like there's a structure, just like let's say in the middle of space. He gets in there, and it's funny because like what people are going through like in this life. It's like upside down because their issues are usually their interests or something like it, and like like if Mr. G has issues with memory, this is exactly what he got targeted on, and that was what was one of his strong sides, like getting into that like implant station, and it seems like it's like the ability to connect to all the beings of various planets. It's like we talk about those crystals Crystal Place
Mm-hmm.
in the past. So it's similar to where in that implant station, it's like half of the crystal, like it's cut in half, so to speak. So it's like a different kind of shape. It's not fully round, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's just cut in half, and it's more like reminds me of those bigger beach balls, I guess. Kind of like
Uh-huh.
because the shape is bigger. It's more like those workout pads or whatever. It doesn't matter. But when you touch it, it's like you have access to a realm or a planet of some, some sort, and you can like access all the beings and all of their memories, like whatever those beings are living right now. And there can be millions, billions, hundreds of thousands. You can access each and every one of them simultaneously and run through their life from the beginning till the end, or from the beginning till the current point, and know everything about them. And it's like it's not no information overload. Your brain doesn't fry from that. You just access all of their lives and all their memories, and you just have massive amount of knowingness about how things are and how things work, and just like you connect with one planet and just like all of the beliefs that people have in that planet, you have like sort of like access to it all. So it's like photographic memory, or like I don't know like how to explain it, but like it's pretty good, and it doesn't affect him in a bad way. So it's more like he just has more understanding, and he can go from one place to another, like like touch one ball, second ball, like third ball, and access memory, and just like have a massive amount of knowingness. But like, there's a time where he touches one of those, and his hand gets locked in and zapped, and that's where he gets stuck, and all the information that he was able to access is taken out from him. So having knowledge about different kind of technologies, cultures, and different things, now he cannot take back to where he like his like home place of the second body. And at the same time, that mechanism is wiping out his memories.
Wow.
So he's being caught and then put in that structure where I found him now on the spaceship, and now they're messing with him.
Okay. Yeah. That ability sounds like what Andrew Bartzitz talks about. Andrew Bartzitz is on YouTube, and he's the galactic historian. And he talks about the time he woke up, and everybody, he was at a baseball game or a football game or something, and everybody in the stadium, he could instantly just downloaded everybody's timeline. He could just know it. He just instantly. It sounds very similar. So I guess it's possible that Mr. G was a galactic historian, or a candidate for that, or was one, or could have been one, or at least has that same ability.
Yeah.
But got caught. There are dark beings out there trying to catch beings like this all the time. So yeah, continue. So he was accessing all this data for reasons we haven't really, what's his mission, what he's about.
Oh, yeah, he has his own like land where he lives and his own people, like civilization and stuff. And basically, his goal is to find out about different technologies, different cultures, and just like bring all kinds of information that you have. Because like what people don't know, like they might not have enough books, they might not have enough knowledge, they might not have PCs or whatever, no internet, let's say. But you can like travel and just like find out more about others and just bring it back. And now, it's like storytellers. Everyone gathers in the group, and like he's gonna be able to tell a story, but at the same time, it's like connecting into other people's minds,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have the chatter like non-stop, but more like they have a massive amount of knowingness. And so when people gather up in groups, he can send the message to everyone, and everyone grows simultaneously. And then it's like they can work together to create new projects, new technology, and just sort of like seems like a pretty good place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
so that basically is his goal, just to find information and help out his people, and
Uh-huh.
just teach them.
Okay.
Yeah, but continue. You want to say something?
No, that was just wanted to like get to fill out the story. What was he about?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he was about. So he gathers data, information, enlightenment. He's like on the path of enlightenment and knowledge and information, and then sharing that to
Yeah.
help awaken and bring others into greater levels of knowingness. So yeah, so now you've got the other side, the bad boys, the bad guys. They're into having all the information and knowledge and understanding to themselves, and for control and domination purposes, they control it, they have it, and nobody else gets it.
Yep.
So they would set up traps like this, and I would imagine those Specifically, we can look into who were they reptilians, insectoids. I don't know.
AI and machines.
AI. Okay.
Yeah.
So they set up that trap, caught it by the hand, and started.
Yeah. I think like the main purpose is that like a lot of beings have power like to create, which AI doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
and so like that lucidity, creativity in different things is something that those machines and AI cannot have, and like by capturing beings and stopping them, it's like more dominant force. It's just if you take out everyone who's able to create, then you're like basically unstoppable.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Like yeah.
So, was there any more about the condition before we do some work on eliminating the issues?
Yeah, I can look a bit deeper if there's anything else, and then we can just like take care of it. I think the last thing that stood out for me, like I'm looking at it, is like they have a mutual access. It's not just like one-way information flow, like flooding, where it's going from the second body to the filter to the physical bond, but it's like they also have access to the physical body, and they know Mr. G's like wants and needs currently, and what he's going through, and like like wherever they can see that they can use it against him. Like where is this need? Like like hey, I wish I would have better memory, and basically they see his cravings, what he's looking at, what he's like searching for, and all the stuff like information about that learning or just like current life and stuff. They can access it and use it to program him more and make certain things harder for him.
Like you find out what the person wants and then deny them that to ruin their day.
Yeah, it's just like like if he wants to work better on their memory or have a better relationship with his family, the AI will make sure that like oh you want to make sure like that your family's doing better, okay, and then they start targeting the family to make sure like him or his family are like hurt or like not necessarily in a physical way but like some messed up like in Murphy's Law something bad happens currently like sort of like so just making sure like like whenever he has an urge to get something good or get something done, they're gonna sort of work against him in that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So seeing that, I can start taking things apart and going from there.
Okay. Good deal.
Oh, I see. Like I'm taking things apart, like taking care of his agreements, basically canceling them, and I'm focusing on that structure, like on the pad that he's standing and stuff. And seemingly like I thought like I'm like well I don't see the energy field, I actually don't feel it and stuff. But the more I focus on it, it's not like there's a shielding. Well, not the visible one at least, but it's like fire or acid or lava or something, but not for the body, but for the mind. And every time he tries to escape, they zap his mind, and so whatever he was thinking about like is like basically gone, like fully, and so like no thoughts arise, and it's like a radiation or something where the damage is done and it just doesn't rebuild, like doesn't get better anymore after that. So it's like eliminating or eradicating completely, so to speak. So I'll be doing that as well.
Okay.
Because I'm like, showing my hand through it, and it feels like it's burning sensation. Like my fingers are like dissipating, and like I don't have an arm anymore, and all this stuff.
Yeah, disintegrating your
yeah.
your second body arm.
Yeah. I'm like removing things, and also seeing like there's that self-programming to where even he believes that the outside world is not safe. Like it's a dog that like is in a cage and believes that like the cage is the only safe place, and he doesn't want to get out. Kind of like it, but where like it's Mr. G's belief that he doesn't want to step out. He doesn't want to be free because it's gonna be even worse when he gets out, and that's like programming,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move that as well.
Yeah, I got an energy pressure in my head, get kind of a headache in the middle of my brain, right in front of my pineal gland, behind the third eye. Interesting.
Interesting you would say that because I'm looking at the whole structure and it reminds me of those like like directed energy weapons, and there's that like laser that does not affect the body but is like beaming, like exactly what you say, like like the like close to pineal gland behind the third eye and stuff, like constantly beaming a person, and like seems like the original thought that you have is being deleted and wiped out and then replaced by a fake one. So if you have like like oh I'm gonna work on myself and get better, wiped out before you even have it and realize it, and all you think about is like oh like a fake thought that's not gonna be helping.
Yeah, pizza or something.
Yeah. you know, whatever.
Something
Yeah.
different, not the original.
Yeah. So like it happens so fast. Like, you know, like they see you having a thought, and before you even know that you have it or realize it, it's taken out and replaced. So
Yeah.
the thought you have is already like fake.
Yeah, I've sensed that sort of thing myself.
Yeah.
You know, the last few months.
Yeah, I'm removing a lot of things, and another thing I'm seeing it's a different body, but it's like uh, laying in a pod, and now this I'm like not standing like most, but like a bed, except like it's more like a pod.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a thing that's like it's like a wire, but it has like three little connections, and it goes into from neck to head. Like there's that
Uh-huh.
they plug it in, and it's literally like a vacuum cleaner where it's like draining out all of your memories and you know your energy. So it's like constantly sucking out your life and feeding off from that.
Uh-huh.
So it's like I just found another instance of him where you know like everything that he has, like his energy, his memories, his like life force, his passion, like different things that like are keeping him alive and going is basically being taken out. So I'm gonna
yeah, sucking
stop
it
that.
right out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
Yeah, like this construct. It's like a bit of that like star seeds gone bad or something. So it seems like some of these like star seeds, like you know, like oh I'm from like I'm with Pleiadians, Lyrans, whatever, you know, like feeling special and all. Some of these people, they don't get acknowledged, and you know, like they need that acknowledgement, the attention and approval and different things, and if they don't get enough, you know, like then they do things to get it anyway, and some of them go wrong with that.
Yeah.
So end up helping out like darker forces and just like sort of starts like making deals with them and like you know, like hey you know like just capture people, do different things, and now it's like these like Starseeds gone bad, they're gonna create a problem, um, involve other beings in it, and then be the one that solves everything. You know, like look at me, I'm so special. I'm a starseed. I help you out. I'm so good at this. So like a lot of these like beings, you know, like just need that kind of attention and stuff, and so like they're the ones messing people up, like you know, like wiping their memories, different things, and then they're like you know like hey. I can be like a person that's gonna help you out, help you to get your memories back and stuff. And now they look at you looking for your agreements and like you know, like you just need to ask Starseeds for help and different things and like you know like yeah right. So I'm gonna make sure like you know these beings cannot like mess with others or whatever.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so I've gone through both incidents again and removed like all the agreements I was able to find and just like getting rid of all the structures, making sure like these beings like you know like Starseed got wrong or AI and different beings can't mess with Mr. G. Took care of those and also looked at the soul, like missing soul aspects, so like you know like the part that has like more memory, more life energy and different things, like I got it back, created the energy shield around him and
So, as an overview, a wrap on from my perspective, he was either I guess he was out of body or in another realm when he got captured.
it was his other aspect of self in another realm that you know he was just like multidimensionally traveling and he got caught.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it now. And then whatever they're doing to that aspect of himself, the beliefs that he started believing in started bleeding through to here.
Yeah,
Now, what was the filter about?
it's like a copy of his body and like how should I explain it again? So his second body is basically getting all the damage
Yeah.
and he's gonna be tortured, and every thought that's gonna help him to say like get out, like you know like she's gonna make a decision that from now on I don't want to remember it all, and that decision goes to that filter that's gonna be projected here on Earth.
Oh, okay. It's like projecting. It projects it here.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. All right. Well, I guess that's about it then.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Mr. G, we'll get this off to you, and thank you, Bill.